Welcome to Knuckle Town.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Welcome to Knuckle Town.
A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Yo, welcome to Knuckle Town, and as always, it's your boy BigFace. Welcome to the KO Show, where we chop it up about what's going on in the bare-knuckle world, specifically BKFC. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Been off for a couple weeks. Lots of things happening, of course, in the sport. And as always, like to have somebody on with us to chop it up here on the live. And tonight, we got none other than my man, Young Merc. Everybody knows him. Bring him on the stage. My man, Young Merc. Marquez,
hey,
what's up, brother?
What's up, baby? What's up, BigFace?
Hey, man, you know, we all, as always, got the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're looking forward to a fight up soon. How you feeling, Merc?
I'm feeling great, man. I've never been in better shape, man. I've never had a better training camp than I have now, and we're ready for war, man. We're ready for rock and roll.
So before we get into your particular fight on June 21st, of course, the card, we're going to talk about that. Let's talk about some things in the bare-knuckle world that have been going on that are exciting. I want to get and I see it online. Everybody's talking about it. We see lots of articles. Conor McGregor buying into the BKFC. How does that make you feel as a member with a contract with the BKFC? How does that make you feel?
Well, man, that's just more exposure for the company, a big name, it's a big fund for the company, and that's just gonna open more doors. Again, they just did a signing with Ryzen in Japan. I'm pretty sure that had to do somewhat with Conor McGregor and David Feldman. And I'm excited where this is going. I hope I stay on the BKFC train for a long time.
Well, I mean, the trajectory has definitely been up for a while now, but definitely in the last like 11 months, I'd say it's just blazing. You know, Knucklemania. It seems like, you know, Knucklemania just happened, but it seems like it was a world away. And you know, you got this huge card on the horizon. You mentioned it right there, man. The whole Risen thing. Conor McGregor bringing a global eye. And here, this is what we've always said. You can gas something up and it be nothing. But here's the thing. When you get eyeballs and they come see BKFC, they love it. Everybody that comes to see it, they love it. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially live. There's nothing like it live. Right?
I'm not going to lie. This June 21st fight card, this should be the Knucklemania. This should be the Super Bowl because this card is stacked.
Hey, I was the first one, and Kai Stewart said it after I said it. Knucklemania, you know, 1.5, 2.0, whatever. This was Knucklemania Part Dub. You know what I mean?
That's
yeah. I mean, you got not only that. Look at the undercard. Like you opened the night with the fight. You fighting your man, white bread Dave Simpson. You couldn't have a whiter name than that. Go ahead. You might as well be fighting, you know, Chad Riley. Dave Simpson fights the young Merc, and Merc, you know, you made short work your last time out in Miami. You cut the dude right on up. Came out with an amazing, crazy, fast-paced style, right? And you have amazing size for your weight class too. So, you know, we're looking forward to another big showing by Young Merc. But you mentioned it yourself. Look at the top 3 fights. I mean, you got 3 championship fights. You got the bantamweight belt. You got the featherweight belt. You got the light heavyweight championship belt. You got Blas versus the Rockstar. You got the Archangel versus Captain Deadpool. You got Gallo versus Kai Stewart, Mr. Perfect. I mean, you know, or as he calls himself, trash bag. He calls himself hefty bag. Guy hefty bag Stewart. That's what he calls himself, hefty bag.
He's a wrestler. He has a wrestler mentality, man. You know, hey, those wrestlers don't give up.
So good. Wrestling my ass. He's been boxing the shit out. He's been fist fighting motherfuckers. So, you know, but those fights are amazing. You know, hey, man, I'm not going to go with my picks tonight because we're too far out. You know, as you said, but we were talking before, we 13 days or 12 in the wake up or whatever. And, you know, gets closer to the fight. I think I know who's going to win these fights. And I bet these fights. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BK Bet Shark. Dude be handling the business, making money. People are out here making money on these bets, Mark. I'm going to tell you that right now.
People been asking me. They've been asking me where they can bet. I'm like, I really don't know because I don't
Oh,
really
you can
bet.
bet
So
all over the place. Go to FanDuel, go to DraftKings, go. There's other place. Follow BK Bet Shark on Instagram. Go right there first. He'll give you some great bets and where to bet them. So yeah, shout out to the dude right there. I mean, it's fun to go to the game. Go to the fights. You look at the odds. Some of the odds are crazy, by the way. They'll have somebody should be a favorite as an underdog, and you just got to bet those smart bets, right? Bet those smart bets. So what do you think though? So okay, let's start off with Keith Richardson versus Blas. Now that's the probably fight that least people are talking about, right? Of the three. And man, what do you think's gonna happen there?
man, first of all, I know Indio. I know Albert Blas for a long time, man. I seen the kid over 10 years ago, and he's just a nasty. He's very big for his weight class. He's a southpaw. He stays on you. And Keith Richardson is a former military Marine. I can't. I don't even know, man. I'm going for Albert Blas, but in reality, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good fight, man, to watch, man.
Keith Rockstar Richardson, man, is just always ready. Stays in complete insane shape. Great attitude, mindset, fighter mentality, tough. My thing is nothing stands out with Rockstar as far as an offensive, but he's just so well-rounded, and it's going to be hard to beat him. Blas, an amazing athletic dude with the gymnastics and the power and the speed. So
he stays in shape all year long too, man.
He's explosive, man. And to me, I always like to favor the more explosive fighter in these big fights where there's a lot of tension. Even the biggest champ, they're going to feel some pressure on this night. This is a big night. There's going to be a lot of celebrities in the building. There's still some seats available, but they're way up in the fourth deck where they're going to have to open again for only the second time in history, and the first time being BKFC was 57. The Gallo last time the Gallo fought in Miami.
I heard it was so sold out that they had to start selling the ringside tickets, and usually
don't give BigFace's floor seat away, baby. Don't do it to your boy.
Nah,
never that. So, but I mean, we're looking forward to covering it. Definitely coming down for everything, for the weigh-ins and the fights. It's always a fantastic event. The BKFC throws a first-class production. While we're talking about the BKFC, let's talk about this for a minute, young Merc. You say what you can say. We know that you let's go ahead and say to everybody that don't know, they should know. You're on a fight deal. You got a 3-4 fight deal there. By the way, shout out to Big Country. Shout out to my man Russ, who usually does these with me. Shout out to Big Ben, who's out there. I see y'all boys down there. Appreciate you. Shout out to Howie, Mr. Knuckletown himself. Shout out to my man Matt Seibel, and of course Latin Looney, my man Christian Canales, producing this show. And you got to check out Knuckletown Deportes, man, because that's where you get the Spanish language interviews with my man Christian Canales. He definitely has a dope one up right there with Perdomo. We're gonna get him with El Gallo. We're gonna get him some dope ones here shortly. But back to what we're talking about, right? BKFC, Sean Strickland comes out with some scathing comments about how guys ain't getting paid and you must be crazy. You're getting your orbital bones busted out for no money. And then Chris Lytle took exception, and he said, "I'll basically kick your ass, Sean Strickland." So, what do you think about that situation, and how do you feel about it?
Well, we all know Sean Strickland got a big fucking mouth, man. He likes to talk, a lot of controversy, and he knows every time he speaks, it's gonna make airwaves and headlines. BKFC, you gotta understand, man. BKFC is a growing company, and when the hell they started growing up and doing COVID, you know what I'm saying? And they survived, and they doing big things. UFC's been out for a long time. They have that stable already. BKFC is a growing company, and Sean Strickland talks a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I like Sean Strickland as a fighter, but sometimes when he talks, he just talks too much. again, Chris Lato probably will whoop his ass. Chris Lato still got it in him.
I mean, he's undefeated bare knuckle. He's undefeated in bare knuckle. Let's put it out. You can say whatever you want about how old he is, how a mid-card fighter he was for the UFC or whatever, a veteran of 20 fight. He still made 20 fights in the UFC. You don't continue to fight in the UFC if you aren't game. Chris Lytle is an amazing fighter, an amazing and a better person. So good luck with that.
I love Chris Lytle.
He's still in tip-top shape. He's built like a brick shit house. You see him on the road in these hotel gyms every morning that you touch the dude. He's made out of granite. So and he's good luck with that shit.
He's a firefighter, man. These firefighters always stay in shape.
He's a real American hero. Hey, shout out to Chris Lytle, man. A real American hero, goddammit.
Yeah, it will be a good fight to see. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Sean Strickland is one of the main fighter, but this is bare knuckle. This is a little different. You know what I mean? It's bare fucking.
You ain't knocking Chris Lytle out, man. You're not gonna knock him out, man. And he can dirty box with the best of them. So that's his rodeo. He loves that. You can tell he hates that he got to call him. He wants to fight. You can tell sometimes you can hear it on this England call he was doing. You can tell sometimes he wants to get in there and beat their ass. You know what I'm saying? So
it's in his blood, man. It's in his blood, man. Chris
my take on that is this. Okay, here's my take on that, Merc. It's like this, bro. Everything has a beginning and everything climbs or whatever. You pay people commiserate to how much you making, bro. And I was taught at a young age in my business, you don't get what you want, you get what you negotiate. And the fact that Sean Strickland got BKFC coming out his mouth shows you where the sport is as a whole and where the organization is. I see it just jumping up on my regular news feed, on Yahoo. Rolling Stones has articles on the owner. Shout out to Dave Feldman. Shout out to Nelson Lopez Jr. Shout out to Josh Chastity. Oh, and shout out to Josh Chastity. Oop, almost fucked up. I love you, brother. But now coming soon. But that just shows you where the sport's going. And the fact he wants to troll y'all, good. I bet you 100,000 people that didn't know what the BKFC was, but follow him, says, what the fuck is that? And they Googled it. Next thing you know, they're on YouTube watching it. And they're like, oh, shit.
Now they know. Now they motherfucking know.
Now you motherfucking know. So, just, in the comments, I'd love to know what you guys think about that Chris Lytle, Sean Strickland thing. Of course, I've read a lot about it online, but, and I've seen people talking some shit about Lytle, but I guarantee you wouldn't say that shit in front of him. Oh, yeah, Big Ben, my savior from Knucklemania, the big guy, says, of course, I'm coming out of retirement, and you can get these hands. That's what Lytle said. And I believe that. He probably fights for $15.
Hey, like I say, once you take off the gloves, whether it be 4 ounce or it be 16, 12, whatever it is, when you get these knuckles, it's just a complete different ball game, man.
Well, it's been some years back, Merc, but if you go back and look at Lytle's fights, he whipped the shit out. It wasn't close. It wasn't even close.
I grew up watching.
I'm talking about just his bare knuckle, just his last 4 fights. When he came out of retirement, bare knuckle fight in his 40s. He was in his early 40s, and he whipped everyone's ass. It wasn't close. He whipped motherfucker's ass. So
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think, again, it's the MMA world and the bare knuckle world. When Sean Strickland does come to bare knuckle, which probably will happen in the near future, he'll be like, oh shit. And then whatever comes out of his mouth, he'll be like, oh yeah, whatever, bare knuckle, yeah.
Well, it just seems like in 2024, David Feldman comes out every week with some announcement, every 2 weeks with some huge announcement. Started the year off with a giant Knucklemania 4 card, announced Conor McGregor. Comes back a few weeks later, announces this giant announces the 21st card, the Nato Knucklemania. Amazing, most of those champions being there in the building in LA. Then he turns around and says, okay, we partner with Risen. We're going to be in Japan. We're going to be splitting these bare knuckle fights, which, is big, big.
That Japan crowd, I ain't gonna lie.
The Asian market is huge. Risen has a name, like Pride, been around a long time. Definitely an organization where your check's gonna clear when you play for the, you know what I'm saying? And that opens him up to where he wants to go, which is Seoul. I know that BKFC Seoul, I've been hearing rumors they're going to South Korea, which is a giant market. Seoul is a beautiful city. Just a dope place to do it. I would love it.
I don't know if you know this, but I remember the Pride days. the Japan culture is win or lose, man. They treat you like a god, man, and it's so incredible how they
Hey,
fight. It's
they love a gaijin. That's what they call the athletes from over America. They call them gaijin.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Bob the Monster Sap. They loved him, man. Look, the gaijin. They love the gaijin there. Certain ones will take you under their wing, but yeah, it's going to be. I mean, and the fight fans are fantastic there. You saw that with BKFC Thailand. I mean, the fight fans were, place was crazy. Over there in Bulgaria, you see it. They're in England yesterday. They're in Mexico. I mean, it's amazing. I expect them to be in Colombia, Brazil sooner than later. Wait till
hey,
BKFC Brazil starts coming out.
again, man, Brazil's another huge market, man, and I want to be on all these markets. Hopefully, we can have a USA versus Japan or a USA versus a Brazil. You know what I'm saying? That would be a hell of a damn card, if you ask me.
Well, Ben's asking Jomi or Warren. I said earlier, Ben, I'm not going to give my prediction yet. Archangel or Warren, who do you think wins the light heavyweight championship fight June 21st at the Hard?
I'm going for Yomi, man. Yomi, I've heard of Yomi for a long time. He's trained with a lot of guys that were my training partners, and the guy he's long. I know he got beat by Warren already one time. He's only lost on his record. But I just think Yomi's well prepared for this time. He knows exactly what he's gonna bring him. Warren's a little past his prime, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to talk too much. I love Deadpool, man. I love the name Deadpool too. All respects to Warren, but I just think Yomi, he's just well prepared for this fight, man. I've seen him, and the guy is mentally ready, man.
Well, I mean, yeah. Listen, it's hard to pick against Yomi, the Archangel Escoboza. There, Captain Deadpool, Jerry Warren. Shout out to both of them. I'll say this: Archangel has an awkward style, has knockout power. Sometimes fighting a guy one time and losing is an advantage the second time because you know what you're looking for. You felt his power. Warren once again another shout out to Deadpool, Captain Deadpool, another real American hero, captain of the firefight team. One half of the baddest couple in bare-knuckle, him and Crystal.
Salute, man, respect. Thank you for your services.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so just great backstories on both those guys. And then I think the right decision for this vacant light heavyweight championship, which, hey, we may, one day see, I don't know, Juggernaut. I think Juggernaut's probably going to stay around 205, I would think. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Feldman seems to think he needs to go down again.
I don't. I mean, heavyweights are big division, man. Some big boys in there. Juggernaut. I'm not saying he can't fight heavyweight. He can fight heavyweight, but I think he should drop 205. I think that'd be the perfect weight division for him.
Yeah, but he likes the multi-straps, and everybody wants the multi-straps. That's all the vogue these days, Merc. You win a championship, you want it. You want the other one. Which brings us to the welterweight. Haven't heard a lot lately about our champ there. Which we all know. You know what I'm saying, is the great Austin No Doubt Trout. I haven't heard. You heard anything about Austin No Doubt Trout? When we may see him fight again?
Austin, I love Austin Trout, man. Austin Trout brings beautiful boxing to the bare knuckle, man, and that's something that I preach. Boxing in bare knuckle. Boxing, believe it or not, when it wins these fights. If you're able to control the brawler and you're able to control the fight, you're able to be the center of the ring, you win majority of these fights. Austin Trout, I heard he's going to be having a rematch. I don't know. I heard he's going to have the rematch with Palomino. Palomino's getting ready for him. So I assume that's going to be announced pretty soon.
I interviewed Luis the Emperor Palomino ringside at Knucklemania, and that's what he told us here at KnuckleTown.com. He told us that he was gonna get the rematch. We don't know where, but I imagine it's gonna be in New Mexico because that's what the champ probably said. And I guess when we hear about the New Mexico card, which will probably pop up, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a big fan of Austin Trout. Big fan of Austin Trout, though. Like I said, he brings beautiful boxing. He brings that experience.
Well, let's be real. Austin Trout is one of the greatest boxers of that generation. The whole mid 2010s, he was dominating junior middleweight. He was dominating. He was a dominating fighter. And now he's, his footwork, his speed, his power, his knowledge, fantastic. Looked like he had a great time in that championship fight, and I only expect him to be better. I mean, he's fantastic, man. I'm a huge fan of Austin Trout way before BKFC. So yeah, I can't wait to see him fight again. But once again, everything's so exciting. That was the biggest news coming into the year. He won that championship, okay? And look at all that's happened. It feels like that was forever ago. That was in, February, right? Beginning of February.
February 2nd. February 2nd.
So it was 2024, and we act like that was forever ago, man. I mean, like, where the hell is he at? Let the man heal up, BigFace. Fail. Nah, hell no. So once we get back on June 20th, so make a long story short, I ain't thinking between Deadpool and Escoboza yet. I would give the edge to Escoboza. That's an awkward style, man. He's so long and dangerous.
And he's Yomi's training with the Henry brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
with Bryce Henry and Bobby Henry.
Fantastic. And once again, I'm waiting for Bryce Henry to have a championship opportunity very soon too. Amazing fighter.
One too, man.
Once again, crazy long for his weight class. Just hard to deal with, man.
And shout out to their father. Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Put him in boxing. These
shout
boys
out to the
boxing.
Grills, man.
These boys been boxing.
Man, right there. Mm-hmm.
Him, Howard Davis, Rambo, Bryce, and Bobby. They've been boxing since little kids. You know what I'm saying? Amateur boxing. They've done the Golden Gloves. They've been boxing. They bring that boxing to the sport, man. That's what people don't understand. It's not just broader. They're actual boxers.
I mean, absolutely, 100%. Just fantastic. There's lots of stars, but so Big Ben answered your question. I don't know. And Merck says he thinks Jomi Escoboza will take it. All right, so let's get to the fight. Oh, yeah, Albuquerque, El Paso. Yeah, I agree, Howie. I agree. Somewhere in that area for sure. That's where you'll see him defend that welterweight championship. Bryce is different. Yeah, Big Ben says Bryce different. Yep, Bryce definitely different. So let's talk about the fight we haven't talked about yet. We've talked off the screen about some things, but let's keep that off screen. So let's talk about the Kai Stewart, the champ, versus Brian El Gallo Duran. A fight a lot. This is the main fight. This is the fight everybody wants to see, really. This is the main event of the main event. What do you think is going to happen on that night, young Merc?
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know, man. Kai does bring that wrestling mentality where he has been through his wars. He knows not to give up. I don't know where to go with that one, man. I really don't know. I think Kai's gonna take it.
I mean, it's hard to say bet against a champ when he's undefeated and he's beaten some great fighters. I will say this: Kai Stewart usually makes guys fight his fight, but at the same time, he's used to guys trying to fight him slick, trying to use style on him. Like when he fought HD, HD tries to use angles and step arounds, and he just kind of got inside that and fought to the body a lot, which he loves to do.
His fight IQ is high. His fight IQ is high.
Well, yeah, he's been in some high pressure situations with his wrestling. You can tell that he's used to that pressure environment. It doesn't faze this kid. I've talked to him a couple of times. I interviewed him in LA. He's not fazed by any of that shit. So he'll go right into Miami, which is crazy for the undefeated champ to come fight basically what everyone thinks is the number one contender to his throne in his hometown. He knows he probably won't get a decision if it's close, right?
Well, what happened? What happened with Brandon Ad? I thought he was the number one contender for the.
Oh, I think he still is. I mean, but I'm saying, I don't really know. From what I understand, I'm gonna be real with you. This might make some people upset, but BigFace, I'm in the journalist. Nobody wants to fight Superman, dude. I don't think they want to fight him. I think they're scared to fight him. And I don't want to use the word scared in, maybe not machismo scared, but maybe their business sense says this ain't a good business move for me right now to fight. But whoever wins this fight, I would imagine they have to fight Superman. So
you guys can't keep running around, man. You gotta some fight.
Yeah, whoever wins this, this fight, that's gonna be the next fight, and that will be crazy too. That's gonna be. But I'll say this: so with the way I see Gallo and Kai, Gallo's different, man. He's kind of like he doesn't come from the boxing world. He comes from the street world. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's got a punch that can knock anyone out in his weight class. Period. I've talked. Everyone says it. Lytle agrees. I agree. If he catches you with that right hand, you're probably going to get knocked down or knocked out. And he's kind of awkward, man. And
he's gonna have to show it.
I kind of think he'll pull it off, man. But that's a tough. I don't know if I'm putting any money on that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because just Kyle Stewart. Every time he thought HD would really show us something with him, and he didn't.
The thing is, Kai Stewart, he kind of made HD,
fight his fight.
Yeah. And then Louis Lopez, he completely dismantled Louis Lopez, and then when you look at the fight with Gallo and Louis Lopez, Louis Lopez did drop Gallo, and it was kind of a battle of who quits first, So again, it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be. I think all the fights in the card is gonna be a great fight, man. From my fight in the beginning to the second fight, the prelims to the start of the main card. I think every fighter is gonna be tested in the deep waters, man. I think every fight is gonna be a good fight, man. From Gallo to Yomi to Blas to Justin to Chris to G.
I think Chris Garcia, man, he's fighting on the 21st. I'm looking forward to his fight as well. And one of my favorite young, most exciting fighters, Perdomo, the heavyweight, is fighting. And I think all his fights add up to like a minute long if you add them all
That's
together.
My brother. That's my training partner. We come from the same gym. I see him every day. We just had his baby shower. He's having a baby boy. And yeah, man, that boy, I'm telling you right now, when he's talented, man. That guy is talented and powerful. When I'm telling you powerful, I don't even see Mick Terrell trying to stop this guy. This guy has a burst of power that will knock you out. Literally, man. I've seen this guy in training.
Period.
I've seen him in training. This is stuff that we don't post online. We don't post this shit online, and we don't post sparring sessions online. But let me tell you, I've seen that boy spar, and I'm like, bro, I don't see anybody beating him. Like, I really don't. And that's being honest.
I mean, and not just that. I mean, if you know the background, the dude's fought like 300 amateur fights. So he's polished. It's not like he's a wild man in there. When you see him coming in with that Mike Tyson head bob style, and man, he just gets.
He wants to be hit. I don't know if you know this. He comes in and he wants to be hit.
He's got that big neck. He's not worried about it. He got the hook, man. If he hits you with that hook, it's over for you. And I think, his size, he can fight 205 or heavier. So I could see him facing the Juggernaut, having to face him down in the upcoming year or so. And woo.
Well, Perdomo's 28. He's a young guy. He really is. I don't even think he's his prime yet. I don't know how old Lorenzo is, but if
he's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he gets there again, man, I have to go for my guy Perdomo, man. I haven't seen that guy lose, man. That guy just, and he says it 1 minute. That's all I need is 1 minute.
I mean, what you saying? Haven't seen him lose. I haven't seen him fight longer than 45 seconds. I mean, he punches that guy in the neck and knock him out. You knocking people out, you punch him in the neck. I mean, so he's a very impressive. I'm looking forward. Once again, this is a great card for the non-sophisticated fan, the cat who hasn't. If you haven't seen a show, and this is the first show you're going to fall upon, man, you're gonna be in love. You're gonna be in love. And if you're lucky enough to be in the building, which is going to be hard to get, I'm telling you right now, if you don't got your tickets.
All I have is nosebleed seats. Literally, nosebleed.
Right.
All the way on top. You gotta watch the screen.
Like I said, they've only opened it 2 times in their history, and both of them now will be for BKFC. They're opening the 4th deck, and you're gonna be paying for them upwards of almost $100, $60, $100 to get way up there. So, and people are gonna be happy to be up there. I'm gonna just tell you that, because I mean, the last time it was 7,200 people in there, and it was crazy in there. You spoke on it earlier. I will say that on the Lopez fight that night, he knocked Gallo down. Gallo gets up, wins the fight. Lopez didn't have no win that night. Even he says he didn't have his gas tank on. The gas tank was on E, and he's taken some fights on some short notices. He didn't take his camp serious. he's getting serious now. If you follow him on, shout out to Louis Lopez. If you follow him online, he's going. He took that fight in Connecticut on short notice for the company, which was great for them. They got a top 5 fighter to come fight, on short. But he needs to take himself serious and give himself some time in these camps. You know that, Merck, as a fighter, you just can't jump in and fight these guys on no notice. You got to put together a camp.
Yeah, it's not about being tough, man. It's about being smart, man. You got to be smart about these things. And again, I respect every single fighter who goes into the ring and fights, because not everybody can do that. It takes big cojones, big CO Jones to step in there.
CO Jones, baby.
Big old CO Jones to step up in there and actually fight with no gloves, man, because it's actually a street fight. You just gotta know how to control it, everything. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? And it takes a lot. So win or lose, I respect every single fighter. I treat them with a high pedestal, man, and all respect to everybody, man.
Absolutely, man. And I mean, pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about tonight. You got any subjects you want to hit on before we start to peel out, Merck?
No, man. I mean, like I said, I've had a great training camp. I think I've covered all angles. I have not left no stone unturned. Everything is great. No injuries, no nothing. Beautiful training camp. My world-class boxers, man. Strength and conditioning. My coach Gavin. I think everything has been on point. Even have a coach for mental training and breathing work, yoga, meditation. I think I've covered every single angle, and this is the calmest I've ever been going to a fight. My last 2 fights, I was stressing money. I was stressing weight. I was stressing a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to be stressing. And now I'm as calm as a whistle, man. I'm literally just calm and relaxed, and I'm ready to show the world that this is just another day in the office for me, man.
13 days. 13
days.
Look,
for everybody else, is a big show, and oh my God, the hard. For me, and probably for the other fighters, this is gonna be another glorified sparring for us. Another day at the office, man. We gotta be very calm, level-headed, and we can't let it get too much into our heads, because then what happens is we get mentally fatigued. Our bodies don't want to respond. So this is calm, collective. Go in there, do your job, and finish it, man.
I mean, absolutely, man. It's going to be a lot of great fights, and we're all looking forward to it. You got any sponsors you want to shout out? Teammates, Jim, you want to shout out? Do your thing, bro. Shout out.
Man, shout out to Buddy's Cable, man. Really helping me stay afloat, man. Martinez Gym helping me stay afloat, man. They really showing me love. Shout out to all my sponsors, man. I mean, I got too many sponsors, man. They all take care of me, really. The Hope for Miami, the Wall Center for Miami, which is kids and adults with Down syndrome and autism, man. We really doing the change out here in the community. We're working hard for the community. And again, never above, never below, always right here with the people, fighting for the people. Every time I step on that damn ring and my guys step on the ring, I want to see a King Leonidas, a gladiator fight for their freedom, man. Never about the money, never about the fame. That's going to come inevitable. But we don't care about that's a bonus. But I want people to see that we actually fighting for our freedom, man.
Let them know where to follow you on socials, man. Where can they follow you on Instagram, Facebook, things like that?
Oh, man, just go. The easiest way is go to
Young
Google.
Merck. Go to Young Merck. I go on Instagram, search Young Merck, and there you go.
Yeah, you put your official Young Merck, YUNG, and it'll come out. And if you can't find it through Instagram, you go to Google and you put YUNG Merck and BKFC, or you put my name, Marcus Suarez, and everything will come out, man. Everything will just pop out. You just be able to choose.
Absolutely, man. And everybody knows that one of the greatest inspirational stories in the sport, man. We love you, Merck. Thanks for coming on and doing the show with me, man. I needed you today. I hit my boy Merck up. He said, for you, anything, bro. I appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you, bro.
BigFace, man. I love you too, man. You've always shown me love and support, man. I appreciate you. Your brother Josh, man. Nelson Lopez, man. The whole BKFC staff, really, man. They just, they working hard. They're working overtime.
Your boy Serge over there too.
Yes, sir. Serge working overtime. Serge is on us. You know what I'm saying? He making sure we're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And again, Dynamic Wellness, showing me love, man, and making sure that my body's right. I got so many people to thank, man, that I just can't think on top of my head, bro. Again, I have had a lot of support, and those are the people that I'm showing support back to, man.
Absolutely, man. And on my vein, man, I want to give a shout out to, of course, always Circle of Kings, inc.com for all your, apparel needs, man. You're a fighter, you need some, so we got the hookup for you. High quality at the lowest prices possible, especially for
I need some gear, man. I need some gear, baby.
Man. I got you. I'm gonna send you the link, man. Circle of Kings. We got you, bro. We just the shit. Shout out to Raja, man. Shout out to my guys over at Savage Sip Coffee, keeping us pumping over here, man, paying the bills. Of course, shout out to the whole Knuckletown squad, everybody involved. We will be heavy duty down June 21st at the Hard Rock in Hollywood for, what I think is the biggest card of the year. And hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure
when are you going to touch that? When are you touching down in Miami?
I'll be there. I land in Thursday morning, man. I'm coming in late. I'm doing Thursday morning. I do the weigh-ins, and then I do the fights, and I'm there till Sunday, and that's it, and I'm back.
I'm on Monday or Tuesday off fight week. I'm gonna do a big ball digital billboard truck, man. I'm gonna be going down the beach, man, with flyers, shirt off, man. Meet and greet on Muscle Beach, take pictures.
I expected to be. Listen, even the weigh-in was dope last time in Hollywood. Even the weigh-ins was a party. So I mean, I expected to be a hell of an event. Get to see everybody. Once again, shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to everybody listening right now. And all the family, man. Shout out to, of course, BKFC Extreme fan page. Shout out to
I'm telling you right now, David Simpson, you fucked up. You fucked up by saying that you have an advantage of coming in on me, and you said you fought tougher competition, buddy. Last time I checked, you lost to this tougher competition, and you ain't fought Merc season, bro. You ain't fought me yet, bro. So I'm gonna show you.
You might have to bring OJ with him. Might have to bring OJ with him.
I'm gonna show Jay Jackson. I'm gonna show Dave Mandel. I'm gonna show you why you gonna be fighting me, bro. It's gonna be a whole different story, man. A whole different person in front of you, buddy.
Speaking of that. Shout out to Redneck Mandel. We need to see you fighting too. Ain't nobody seen you fight in a long time.
I want him next.
No, the Redneck. There, you heard it there. Young Merc wants Redneck next after he dismantles.
He's seeing me. He just returned his eye. He don't want to say hi. That's all right. I'm a nice guy. I'll say hi as you say hi. But he looked at me. He turned his face. Again, Mandel. I ain't Mandel. I ain't Jay Jackson. I ain't David Simpson. I'm not none of these bums. I am Merc. It's Merc season to stay. Merc season, baby.
Hey, big country said, let's fucking go, as always. Well, there you have it, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and Merc tonight on the KO Show. Man, welcome to Knuckletown. As always, bro, bare knuckle, the hottest sport in the world. Man, we out of here, baby. We out.
Welcome to Knuckletown.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off or get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can never doubt, not what I'm about. Have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Welcome to Knuckletown.
With me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that.
Welcome to Knuckletown. Welcome to Knuckle.